What up? Welcome to my garden. I am in Washington Zone 8B. And I'm going to do a little May garden tour because I haven't done one for a month. And man, oh man, has it changed since the last time. So I'm just going to take you through all my beds, kind of show you what I have growing so far and what I have yet to put in. I hope you enjoy. Okay, we're going to start at the front beds. This is my tomato bed. I have some cherry tomatoes growing on this side. They're going to be kind of crawling up the trellises. On the border of pretty much all my beds, I have some flowers, like I have basil, I have onions bordering the beds, I got parsley, there's some Swiss chard. I also direct sowed some beans that haven't popped up quite yet to just kind of grow up. On the other side, I have Roma, or like paste variety tomatoes. This bed over here, I have some dill. These are poppies, a bunch of lettuce. This is going to be all cucumbers, as you can see, actually, and beans. Beans have already started to sprout. If you come down here, my cucumbers have just started to sprout as well. I have more lettuce, more onions, and that's kind of what's going to be in these beds mainly. So tomatoes and then cucumbers and beans are going to be growing over. Now, a few days ago, I finally put my transplants of my starts of all of my winter squash that's going to be going on this trellis. Mostly like honey nut, butternut varieties. I have like Chinese miniature white, which are just like little mini pumpkins. Again, onions, lettuce, and poppies. So this whole row is going to be that. Now over here, again, more lettuce, but I have all my peppers over there going all the way down those beds. And what's going to be climbing this is just smaller melon varieties in the Pacific Northwest. We have a shorter growing season, so it's kind of hard to get big melons to grow. So I have a bunch of starts in my greenhouse that I will be putting here once it gets warmer in a few weeks. We're having a cold spurt right now, unfortunately. Over here, more melons are going to go here. I have some turnips, and my iceberg's getting pretty large, which is cool. This is my complete flower bed. Cosmos, sunflowers, bachelor's buttons, bunch of random stuff. I have some tomatoes and sweet peas, fava beans, more tomatoes. This is my eggplant, artichoke, and tomatillo bed. So these are my tomatillos. They're starting to get some flowers. This one's looking a little sad. Got my artichokes, got some eggplants. This is some kohlrabi, more sweet peas. I'm growing those pretty much everywhere. I have some interesting asparagus plants, lettuce, kale, more tomatoes. This year I'm growing some sweet peas with my tomatoes just because I needed the bags, and they're actually doing pretty well. I'll obviously pull the sweet peas once it starts getting super hot after I'm done harvesting. I have a really big bed of potatoes I put in a little, maybe a month and a half ago. So I'll probably do another succession of these once I pull them out. These are all my sunflowers. All these extra grow bags are just sunflowers. My garlic is doing really well. I haven't seen escape yet, but once I do, I will definitely be popping those off and maybe making some pesto with them. Got a Mongolian giant sunflower, some kale. I actually just cleared this bed out the other day, but it was spinach, turnips, some Swiss chard. What do I have here? Marjoram, kohlrabi. I just direct sowed some shelling beans and edamame in the freeze spaces because this stuff's all going to come out once it gets warm. So this will be my dry shelling bean bed and my soybean edamame bed. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my broccoli and my cauliflowers are getting pretty large. I haven't seen any heads yet. I'm growing a bunch of different varieties this year. Just some of those like fun ones to see what works, what doesn't. Down below I have beets and cilantro. Down there some cilantro, a thing of lettuce. Got a bunch of lettuce here. Really should start picking that. All my sweet peas are really taking off. I haven't seen any flowers yet, but they're coming. More kale, more sunflowers. I have 3 more bags of potatoes. These are just from my kitchen, ones that had eyes, and I threw them in the bag. Buying potatoes online is so expensive. This is some lettuce that I started in the greenhouse. I need to put in the ground. More lettuce, my iceberg. And over here is all of my zucchinis and my beans. So as you can see, there's some zucchinis right there. The beans go around the whole thing. So I'm big on companion planting and shoving as much as you possibly can in your garden. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types of pumpkins. They are just gonna fill this ground space. And let me see, more zucchini, one more thing of potatoes it looks like, and more zucchini and beans, which are starting to pop up. My last bed here, just a few days ago, I direct sowed all of my corn and beans. I do beans in between each stalk, and the corn, oops, this one needs to go down a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, so this will be corn. There's some lettuce and cilantro. If it keeps growing throughout because it's so shaded by the corn, that's cool. But if not, I'll pull it. I have some carrots. I pretty much sprinkled carrots along the borders of every bed. So again, I'm all about just like jamming as much as you can around the borders of the bed. There's some arugula, my chamomile. So this year, I really just wanted to focus on sowing super heavy. I've noticed when you just have a lot of open space, the soil dries out quicker, you don't get as much harvest. And granted, I do have a really large garden this year. Cost me a lot of money and I worked my ass off for it. But even if you don't have a lot of space, just following the plant rules of, 1 plant every 24 inches, it's like, no. I don't believe in that. Obviously, I know to an extent, if you have like 20 zucchini plants, you need to give it room to grow. But just having herbs and flowers and carrots and radishes, small things sprinkled about, totally fine. I've found no issue with that. Things grow really well for me doing it that way. Like even right here, I have radishes and some lettuce bordering these beds. I have onions. It's really exciting year for me. This is my first really big garden. It's my 4th year gardening, but 2nd year where we are now, we just rent. And the fact that I did this in a rental backyard, but we're hoping to be here at least like 4 or 5 years. But oh my God, it's gonna be a lot of work to have to take it down one day, but I don't even care because I just wanted it so bad. Last year we had it here as well. And the only thing we really did different this year is we added these arch trellises so I can utilize more space and grow upward. I'm really into preserving food, especially for my dogs. I have 4 dogs and I make most of their dog food, and I end up buying like a lot of vegetables, sweet potatoes, winter squash, things of that variety to put in it. And I wanted to grow more of that food for them. Plus we eat a lot of it. And also just being in the garden is like, it just makes you feel so good. So I will update again in a few weeks. We have about, I would say, another 3 or 4 weeks of like super overcasty weather, but then it's gonna get super hot and the summer is gonna be awesome. But everything's grown good so far. I am excited with the progress, especially watching the last video about a month ago. The beds were like empty and everything was so small. So things have grown really well. I'm really excited. And yeah, if you guys want to see more or know more or be friends, because I don't have many friends, let me know. Thanks for watching.